Hey, what's up, everyone? Good morning for you, for those of y'all that are on y'all's way to work. Yes, I know, it fucking sucks. It sucks. You gotta go in at 8. You gotta try and beat the freaking traffic, dude. Oh, God, man. Especially in big cities like Austin, which I did live there for a year. Oh my God, dude. I mean, I guess when you're fucking born, I guess when you I came from a small little city of Corpus Christi, so, or at least that's what I fucking claim it to be. Because there's not much news, everything. It's like everybody lives under a rock over here. It's pretty slow. Even just our performance on building our fucking city or I don't know. But yeah, it was a fucking big. Oh God, the traffic there in Austin was terrible, and I, excuse me, excuse me. Um, yeah, when I first moved over there, I was working at a warehouse, and you know what? Actually, before I fucking continue, I have a little bit of some fucking ADD going on here, right? My mind just fucking straddles. Man, that's not probably not ADD, but you get the point. You get the gist of what I'm saying. Um, yes. Oh, the show. Shit, I didn't even properly introduce it the right way. There's where I fucked up. Welcome to Inda-Room. It's the name of the podcast. My name is Roy Nahosa. Um, a little about me. I'm 23 years old. Currently living with my fucking parents. My damn parents, man. Shit, dude. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I'm currently doing that. Helping my dad with his work. He has his own H&H audio and video business. So I've been helping him around with that, trying to get some money together. Like I said, I was living in Austin. It didn't obviously work out, so now I'm here. So now I'm just trying to save up and see what happens. I really, God, man. I mean, okay, a little about myself. Like doing I like acting and I like directing short videos. So I've directed a couple of short videos that I've posted. So that's currently what I'm trying to do. The whole networking. I did go to Austin, networked with a lot of people. I know my friends. One of them is in the Austin Film Festival, so he's still in college. We're still a lot of young college kids, so we're still trying to get our foot in the door. But um, me, well, I'm not currently attending fucking college, so um, I'm experiencing the life right now. The life of, hey, this sucks. Hey, I gotta pay bills. Hey, what the fuck? I owe money. Oh shit, I'm in debt. Damn it, what? We canceled the fucking contract too early for this apartment? What? Now we gotta pay? Oh shit, bro, where's your half? I don't know. Damn it. Yeah, no, that's I'm just playing out a fucking dark bitter memory right now. But yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. And this is my first podcast. I know I'm fucking rambling on, but hey, I watched a lot of podcasts of some people, and that's pretty much what they do. They just kind of ramble on and shit like that. So yeah. But good morning though to y'all that like I said, y'all having to go to work and dealing with the damn traffic and all that. Oh, so okay, yeah, so when I was in Austin and shit, dealing with the fucking traffic, I ended up getting a job as a photographer for this news station, KVU news station. Which fucking shit, man. Like that job is crazy. And that's why, for all y'all that have to deal with y'all's fucking boss, maybe a fucking coworker that's just giving you the fucking stink eye or just very snotty, just comes at you. The only one that doesn't fucking say hi or kind of has to, you know what I mean? But y'all have to kind of meet eye contact. Y'all could be in the same fucking room. But if y'all are not meeting eye contact, there's no hi. There's like nothing. It's that silence of like, I'm just going past you to get my fucking cup of coffee to start the day. Okay, when this coffee wakes me up, and maybe I might say, hey, yo, you know, where's the fucking paperwork I told you to do? I don't know. But we had our reporters are the fucking snotties. Really the fucking snottiest, man. Like, it was just a different experience. I kind of bullshitted my way into that job. Everybody was mad because everybody at that job at that news station was mad because a company, Tegna or whatever, fucking bought out that news station and a couple of chains, or they're all under the same fucking company. And a lot of things were changing. They were cutting budgets. Now they weren't even gonna have fucking photographers no more. They were gonna have multimedia skilled journalists, which is basically kids fucking straight out of college, studying to be a reporter, now have to fucking record their own story, write it, film it, record their own interviews and all that, which is really not hard, if you're taking, I guess, a production class, but these motherfuckers don't know, especially the girls that just kind of like, oh, what is this? I thought I was never supposed to touch a fucking computer. That's why I went to college, so I can just fucking report and be on camera and look good and push up my fucking tits, and all this bullshit. But you know what? Now things are changing. It's like, sorry, girl, you know what? You're gonna have to get on a fucking computer. All right, do it, learn how to at least fucking open the computer. Learn how to get on the, dude, No, I'm not saying that they're fucking dumb. I know that I'm not. I don't mean to point out y'all girls that are listening to this, or y'all ladies, but yeah. So I don't know. It was just a different environment. I came from my first job here. If you want to know, in Corpus Christi, my first job was working at a Blockbuster, and this was straight out of fucking high school. I was 18, and you know what? It wasn't that okay. It wasn't that bad. Okay, now the pay, yes, I was making fucking $7.25 for a high school kid. Here in this fucking day and age, damn it, I can't support myself. There's no way. And this was part time. I was earning basically weed money. That's what I was doing, which is fucking insane. Um, Not insane. I mean, I was fucking young. Like, it was a fucking chilling job, to be honest, because you sort movies out all day. They have TVs there. You watch movies. You deal with customers, which half the time some of them came in stoned as shit. So I'd be stoned going into work. They'd be stoned as shit. I'd be like, oh yeah, shit, you checking out this fucking movie? Yeah, I saw it. Oh, nigga, spark that blood. No, I'm just getting carried away. But yeah, it was pretty fucking chilling. And at the time, I was going to college. I went to a fucking community college here at Del Mar, which I didn't even fucking last. College, dude, God, it was just too soon. I didn't have that on my mind. In high school, I was just kept thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be the next fucking big movie star. I was like, I'm gonna move to LA, which is fucking stupid. God, I was so fucking, the level of thought we had at fucking in high school is ridiculous, man. I was such a piece of shit. God. No, I don't mean to be harsh on myself, but man, that kind of what I look back, I had a lot of, it was crazy, crazy, but yeah, so it was pretty. Working there was was it was the most chillingest job I've ever had, to be honest. It really was. And I think at the time it was good because it was just, I had time for school. Yeah, I was kind of doing a lot, but it was the job where I know I didn't have to worry about my boss or anything. On my ass or anything, because everybody there was chilling. Like, the fucking boss smoked weed. You know what I mean? So it was like, it was the fucking chillingest job. It was a good time at that time because a lot of college parties were kicking, and my friends be fucking, I wouldn't get out till 11 o'clock, and that's because it's closing. We close at 10, but I gotta fucking clean up that store, so we wouldn't get out till 11, and then my friends be in the parking lot. So be like, yo, bro, hey, bro. Be like, come on, don't stop it. But no, they just they pick me up, be like, oh shit, we're going to this party and all that. Be like, all right, drop me off. Gotta get some clothes real quick, change, look a little good, a little good. Be like, CEO, what type of who Who's gonna be the lucky girl tonight? No, I had no fucking game. I really didn't. That was fucking stupid. but um, but yeah, it was a chillinest job, and then guess what? Guess what? The motherfucker decides to close down. This is when all the blockbusters were just like fucking closing. You know, and it made sense. Why the fuck were you? I mean, what was the blockbuster gonna be for? It was just gonna be for a bunch of the fuck. It was just gonna be for the hood. That's what it was. This was the local neighborhood, a block of Bleezy. That's what that was. And no, and I say that, you know, because that's mostly the fucking, that's what we had. It was just a lot of raunchy ass, you know, ghetto people, crackheads, mothers brought strolling, you know, their kid in there looking for a movie. Who their kid looked fucking high. Oh my god, I saw one. This family just smelled like weed, like shit. This mother, this dad, these kids walking in, and this little kid, like 4 years old, like just, I don't know. I mean, this guy, it wasn't like he had a problem. Like, his eyes were squinty as shit in this, but, like, you can, like, red, like, just puffed out, like, and he was just giggling on that fucking thing, like, just going, like, in the store. And I looked, I was like, and it was, and I'm not saying that it was, you know, like some fucking conditioned or whatever. Like, no, like, this kid looked, like, fucking high, like, he was blown. I'm not saying he smoked. I'm not saying they fed him, you know, weed and all that. Could be secondhand high, but damn, that kid was stoned as shit. I mean, I know it was a stone ass piece of shit when I see one, and that motherfucker looks stoned as a shit. But yeah. So Blockbuster ended up fucking closing, which sucks, man. It truly sucks. Well, at the time, because I didn't know what I was gonna do, and you know what, I went down with the motherfucker, and you know what, it was it had it coming, Blockbuster, because besides all the fuck, we had computers and shit like that. Red Box was fucking taking over and shit like that, and then to top it off, one day I wasn't at work. I worked that day, but I wasn't. It was happened during the morning shift, and a fucking truck just rammed through the fucking building, through the building. Fucking funny, a huge ass wall opening on the side of a fucking Blockbuster. God, man. And there was two girls that were working that morning, so they got the horror, the excitement, the little I wet myself, because that's a random experience. Like, nobody, like, shit, like, to just be chilling working at a store in the morning, and all of a sudden just a fucking truck just rams, like, comes through the fucking building. Like, that's enough to, you know, to wet your pisser. You know, like, that's fucking crazy. So so yeah, so my mom calls me. She's at work. My mom calls me, and she's just like, "Oh my god. Oh my god, like were you okay? Like, were you there, you know, and all?" And I'm just like, "What do you do? Like, what? Like, what are you talking about, mom? Like, come on. Like, stop fucking around." And she's like, no, like, like, I just thought, like, something happened. Like, are you aware? Like, I was like, no, what are you fucking talking about? I'm sleeping, trying to fucking, sleep in to prepare for fucking class and shit. Like, that's bullshit. I mean, I was going to college and shit like that, but I was sleeping in, and I was like, so let me get some fucking sleep. Shit. No, I love you, mom. But yeah, so I was just like, no, and she's like, yeah, like, there was somebody fucking drove a damn fucking truck through the fucking Blockbuster wall. She didn't say it like that, but so that kind of freaked me out, and I just, like, I wasn't even really, like, good friends with these people yet. No, I guess I was. Well, I didn't work with the two. I worked with one of the girls, but sometimes, but not where I had their number or anything. So I didn't, and I don't even know. I don't even think I bothered to even use the fucking store phone, to call the actual store. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was just like, I think I'm gonna drive over there. It's just down the street. Fuck it. I gotta witness this terror, or not this terror, but the post off fucks. There's a fucking truck through my wall, that type of thing. So I went, and sure enough, they took the no, they took the truck. The truck. By the time I got there, these motherfuckers worked quick. We can't even fucking get this city going, but we can get a truck out of a fucking building right away. There could be a fucking heart attack. Somebody, an old lady, somebody having a heart attack at their house. Cops be like, yeah, we're gonna be quick. And then, as soon as they hang up the phone, they're just like, yeah, some lady called, 911 and all that. But yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna try that 2 for $10 at Burger King real quick before we get there. But all forbid if there's a fucking truck that goes through a window. Oh shit. Hey boys, we gotta go check this out. This shit is fucking chilling. It's fucking cool. A truck through a wall. I don't know what though. I'm just rambling on. But yeah, they got that fucking truck like out right away. So I saw the damage. It looked funny. It actually looked hilarious. It was just like, what the fuck? I kept thinking like, man, these people are gonna just run in this store on this big opening on the side of the wall like fucking zombies, like a fucking Black Friday, and just jack everything. I mean, why wouldn't they? I would. It's there. Who gives a fuck about these DVDs? They're scratched and all that bullshit. What the fuck can they steal? Fucking How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. Like, what is it? Like, what the fuck are they gonna like? Let them fuck it, man. Like it's over. The world is ending. God. I don't know. But yeah, so I did that, and oh, so I went down with the motherfucker. We had a sale. It was the last month. We had a sale, and everything half off. Took some movies, stole some movies. But you know what? I was stealing that whole entire fucking job. Little by little, come in stone. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a piece of candy over here, not pay for it. Why the fuck not? I work here. Cameras aren't looking, facing the other way. You know what? Yeah, I'm a rebel. I'm young. Fuck it. Makes sense, right? Forgive me, O Lord, for I have sinned. Nah, I'm all with the Lord. The Lord forgives me. No, he does. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, by the way, the show is called Inda-Room, so that is an indication of, I guess, I smoke. I hit a fucking bowl earlier before I started this, and it gave me the little after cough, the little sorry. So if you hear me adjusting, I am sorry about that. You know what? In fact, I'm not sorry. Come on, I'm just telling you I smoked. Give me a fucking break. All right. Shit. Okay, so Okay, so yeah, I went down with the motherfucker. I'm sorry I'm stalling on fucking Blockbuster. See, my ADD is fucking kicking in. I just keep rolling on. Once I start talking, I just start fucking talking, I guess. But anyways, yeah, so after that, I went down with the motherfucker. That was it. I was laid off. It was like, nope, no more Blockbuster. I was like, yeah, I went down with the fucking ship. It's crazy. But at least I was around in that time. I witnessed something just fucking disappear right in front of my eyes that I was working for. That hurts, man. That's I can relate a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying I had the hardest job, but it's just when you have a job and you're laid off, it just sucks, man. It's just like, what did I do wrong? I did everything right. Like, why did this have to happen? Why? I don't fucking get it. Of course, some of those people, well, most of the managers and all that there and the supervisors ended up getting like a good deal where they could go be the manager and supervisor like at a GameStop and shit. It makes sense, I guess. Same fucking shit. So I was like, there wasn't nothing for me. So for a couple of months, I was out of a job, man. I was out of a job. I didn't know what to do. I was going to school, but school was just not working out for me. I'm trying to go back, but it was just not a thing. And it's not for everybody. I know a friend that just he straight up said, "Yo, bro, it's not for me. I've done it. I did my school. That's it." He likes the regular life. Just chilling, getting a job as long as no one fucks with him, as long as he can just live his life. Which I mean, I don't know that I wish he could do more than that or have a different approach. But I mean, that's to each his own. That's what he likes doing. And it's not bad. I mean, I'm not here to tell him how to fucking live or whatever, or what to fucking do. Hell, I don't even want somebody to tell me that. But for what I want to do, it is hard to get in that type of business of just wanting. I want to direct movies, and shit like that. So, but yeah, so college just wasn't working out. I was uh majoring in fucking radio and television shit for the news and all that bullshit and stuff like that. But it didn't work out, so I ended up dropping out, and that shit was going to the shitter. Still is for me. I'm still struggling, but fuck it, I'm still trying to get there, and I'm just working and doing what I can. But hopefully one day. So this is a start. But yeah, I ended up getting a job at a warehouse at Fast Serve. That's what it was called. Basically, people just come in, big companies, construction, and all that, just order 50 fucking certain size bolts and shit like that, and screws and all that stuff. And I just basically just sheet prints out, says, "Yo, this motherfucker wants so and so, gonna come and pick it up." So I'd be like, all right. So I just go and collect all the material throughout the warehouse. I would operate the forklift every time we get a truck. I unload the pallets and everything like that. I was actually my position was receiver in the very back, so I just received all the shipment in that we came in that came in and all that. So I kind of had my own little space back there with this old man. This old man was like my partner, old as shit, but man, like he would just like had like, I mean, the oldest man would wear a cap almost covered. He wore glasses, but the cap covered his eyes and shit. Um, had a fucking huge ass mustache, and he would just get drunk every fucking morning and just come to work and just be chill. And all day he'd be smoking his red marble cigarettes, and every fucking 5 minutes smoke the shit out of it, and then be like, "Hey Roy, wanna here's some money? Wanna go get me some cigarettes real quick?" It's like, damn, dude, how are you not dead? No offense, but shit, man. But it's funny. Yeah, he could handle it. He was a drinker, man, for his age, dude. God. But yeah, he helped me out, and we never gave each other shit because he never fucking talked. Half the time, he was always disappearing or hiding in the fucking restroom for an old ass man. Fucking funny, but he was fucking fast. It is so fucking weird. Every time he would avoid the boss, so he would fucking he try and hide around the warehouse. The warehouse is not that big, but it was fucking funny. He just knew like he wasn't even he didn't even run or like move. He just it was like he was just a fucking ghost. He would just like disappear. You just couldn't catch him. It's like he would leave your sight and walk away, and then as soon as you look, he'd be on the other side of the fucking building already. It'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how do you do this, man? Show me a power. But yeah, so I had that job, and God, yeah, no, there's different experiences with jobs, man. But yeah, I had that job. That was labor work. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind busting my fucking balls and shit like that. I mean, my dad had me in sports since I was little. City league football. I first started in karate. I did karate for a little bit. Only went up to the green belt. That's all I was. That's all I was good at. Eventually, I think I was a really fucking crazy kid, so I liked fighting in a way. I liked kind of hitting, which I never really fought in school, but just when I joined karate, it's just that adrenaline. It's just like, what? We can hit? I was watching fucking cartoons and Dragon Ball Z and shit, so I was like, this is my chance to just hit somebody finally, and it's okay. Um, but it never went anywhere because it was all about form. It was all about practicing, and I was an ADD kid. I just could not settle down and do it. You know what I mean? I couldn't. You have to have that meditation mind and discipline and all that, and it was just a different discipline, and I couldn't do it. And then football rolled around enough, when I was of age to join the fucking city league, and my dad got me in it, and that one, I mean, that's where I could really shine because it was just constantly hitting. You're hitting somebody, tackling somebody, running over drills. Just, but it was hyper. You were working out. It was a full fucking crazy ass intense experience for like 2.5 to 3 hours of practice. And yeah, it was fucking crazy. So excuse me, sorry, I'm fucking. It's because I'm stoned. My mind is working so fucking slow. Yeah, so that was a perfect time. So I had a little bit. I remember like every now and then I'd use a couple of the karate moves I used and shit like that. I still had that in me, and but yeah, it was fucking crazy. So I didn't mind. I've always been. I played all the way up until my sophomore year of high school playing football. So I really stuck it out in discipline, and my dad was a coach, and my God, my dad was fucking. He was a bit of an asshole too. He was mean. I mean, he was like John Voight's fucking character from. God damn it, what's that football movie? That high school country football movie. Is it Taking Sunday? Taking, I don't know what the fuck it is. The one is like what with John Voight, where he's like what Billy Bob cry baby. I don't know. Nobody's gonna get that if y'all haven't seen it, but he was just fucking mean. Maybe here's another. Maybe for all y'all fucking the new generation, maybe Whiplash. He's kind of like the teacher. J.K. Simmons is that his name? Kind of like that. Fucking brutal. God, man. For a kid, I mean, people would freak out because he was pretty violent out there on the field too, and people just look at him like, "Yo, bro, take it easy on your, over here fucking cussing at your son and shit. Like, hey, we're coaches, but this is, this is city league. We got some mothers here and all that coming and looking at their son practice. It's just like, hey, watch the language, get after him, but in a different type of way. My dad was pretty brutal. God dang it, he was a mean fucking bastard. He was. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even take that back. He was. Yeah, but he's my dad. So, oh, so yeah, so hard work and all that bullshit. I don't. I've always, kind of been like that. I would go for a jog in the morning. I'm not a short distance. I'm more of a long distance runner. I've always that because I'm pretty slow, but I got the stamina, so it's pretty chill. It's not bad actually. Um, and yeah, so I worked at that job. Now for all of those, now let's get back to the whole work. I know everybody, yeah, we're going to work. I mean, I know I've been rambling on, so you're probably already at work, unless y'all are still stuck in traffic. Been rambling on for fucking 27 minutes. Y'all should be at work, damn it, damn. Y'all better be at work. Boss gonna be like, oh, why you late? Oh, why you late? Oh, there's traffic. Oh, bullshit. You should wake up early, like I do. It's like I'm not fucking you, all right? You're the fucking boss, okay? You probably have nothing to fucking have no friends or anything like that. Nah, I'm not trying to be mean. It's like don't tell me that. I'm not waking up fucking early because you fucking old ass piece of shit that goes to bed early. Don't fucking tell me that. All right, I got enough shit to deal with. No, but yeah, so yeah, my oh god, my boss was a fuck. If y'all have a little bit of time, I can tell you, my boss was a fucking like perverted shit. There was no uniform there working in the warehouse. You just showed up, shorts, shirt, or whatever, as long as you were willing to get to work. But as long as you didn't have logos and shit on your shirt. But my fucking boss was like literally like a fucking cholo. That's what he like just and I don't know. He just looked like a fucking hood ass middle school kid, like a cholo. Just shaved his head, but only kept the fucking five little hairs as the bangs and shit like that. Always wore his fucking gold chain with his fucking polo, fucking uniformed middle school type of shirt. With a white undershirt, of course, with his dark ass baggy jeans, but some nice shoes and a nice watch. The average good girl would go nuts and look at him as if he's a fucking Tom Cruise. But I'm over exaggerating. But I'm just saying. But God, he was already married. He was like 34 years old. He was already married, had two kids, but he could tell he was still in his prime. Like he just would love to go out. Talk about him going and fucking bitches. Talking about him going to Mexico and paying for girls to fucking fuck him and shit like that. And he would always tell me this, and I was like a 19-year-old kid. Uh, but I gave 3 years to that fucking place, which is crazy. But I had to deal with that bullshit. And then he would instigate to my employees, like saying that, like, oh, why do I hate him? Like, why do I hate him? Like, right in front of him, like, hey, Roy, why do you hate John? Or whatever. And John be like, what? Like, what, Roy? You hate me? Like, what the fuck? And be like, no. Like, what the fuck? Like, My boss be like, yeah, you did. You told me. You know, he was playing around, of course, but it was like, at first it was like, hey, okay, he's just trying to make his employee. You know, we're just trying to be bros, and I guess just bullshit at work, and just he's just trying to make us just fucking, dog on each other and shit. But it just became a habit. Every fucking day, he would just instigate that. Even in the morning, as soon as I go to work, all gloggy, my eyes half fucking, still like half open. You know what? And that's my fault because I would wake up and get stoned and shit. So it's like I'd wake up, get stoned, my eyes open because I'd be like, whoa, I'm stoned. And then by the time I get to work, they go back to fucking closing. so, oh yeah, so that's the type of person that he was, and it pissed the shit out of me. God, that instant, that feeling, man, of I took that shit for 3 years, just holding it in, just him, just being around me, making me feel fucking stupid, like pretending like I was just dumb, and I was just like, yo, bro, like I know how to work a fucking computer, like I know how to do this and that, like I could do your job. It's not hard because all you do is you just hang around us trying to get us employees to try and like fucking fight with each other and dog on each other and all that, and all you want to do is just talk about how you go and fuck bitches all around us while we're working. I'll be unloading packages and he'll just be there just bullshitting to me, and this is my boss, about him going and fucking bitches in Mexico and shit like that, and just talking shit to me at the same time. You know what I mean? He even tells our fucking delivery drivers, like, hey, like, my employee right here, see, he hates you. Be like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, who does that shit? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. When I would help out a fucking customer and give them their order, he would go up and he'd just be like, he would go to the customer and be like, hey, I heard, he's like, is my employee giving you a hard time? He'd be, basically pointing at me. Be like, is he giving you a hard time? Is he not helping you out with your order? And he'd be like, no, he's helping me out. He's like, because this guy's been known to slack off, and he's terrible and all that. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you saying? What is your problem, dude? Like, this guy was just harassing me the entire time. It was fucking ridiculous. And he'd invite me, he'd be like, oh, you want to go to the strip club afterwards and shit like that? Tell his other employees, and his other employees just fucking kissed ass to him. They were just all over his fucking dick, which is ridiculous. That's all. They thought he was the coolest person throughout the fucking warehouse because he would just, try and act all chilling and be like he has everything. And it's just like, dude, get the fuck out of here, man. Let me fucking work. Stop being near me. But yeah, dude, that was fucking crazy. But it did help out. I stuck it out. Because I stuck it out, and I worked there for 3 years. But during that 3-year period, I somehow got my foot in the door and working at a news station as a video editor at the KIII news station here, it was not bad. I had to bullshit out of my ass and pretend I knew everything because I did edit videos and all that, but my parents couldn't afford to get me like a legit computer for editing, something like a faster processor and everything to handle this shit. We had a regular rinky-dinky computer that could barely fucking support some iTunes and shit, just terrible. And God, I hate when I ramble on and I just fucking stumble and don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Oh yeah, but I got my foot in the door and bullshit my way, dude. That's when my acting skills, my theater arts, because like I said, I played football till I was a sophomore in high school, and from there I joined theater arts, did guitar class, all this. I was trying to do it all, be a performer basically. I slacked off in school, but I had to hook up with all the teachers. I bullshitted my way, smooth talked my teachers, where I was able to just get away and chill and skip class, and teachers wouldn't give a shit. That's a whole nother story I'm gonna have to get into some other time. But yeah. So what the fuck was I saying, man? This is what happens when you fucking smoke at the same time, but you have ADD. I don't know. I'm not making fucking sense. But, yeah, so, damn it, what the fuck was I saying? This is fucking crazy. Fuck, I am lost, damn it. Oh, yeah, but anyways, he would do that fucking bullshit, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so I got the job, met the people, new station, man, people, it's a different experience. It's like working with a bunch of fucking politically correct people. You know, I always like to say white people all the time because most of the majority that come off like that I've just experienced, not being stereotypical or in a type of way, but I'm just saying it's just a weird environment. Everybody just wants to be right. Everybody's just very snotty and all that to each other. It's just like everybody, they obviously went to school and learned how to write stories, so they're very, I guess they know how to throw, little quips at you. And I'm not, me, I was, old fashioned. Like, I just didn't have the quick wit to tell somebody back. Used to when I was little. I remember like in fucking middle school, I was like a fucking the class clown and shit. But it died out. I just fucking grew out of it, got mature, just just stopped. It was like, I'm not gonna be a fucking buffoon anymore and shit like that. So I lost my wit in a way. I just like, I just didn't give a shit anymore. And then I started smoking and all that, so I didn't give a shit anymore because it just didn't give me the energy to want to argue with anybody or give them shit back. I was just like, I'm gonna fucking leave. You know what I mean? So that's how it was. So I didn't have that. So I would just get angry and back, here from a small town, or small city, people out on the street, you say something, people weren't always witty. They were just like, what the fuck you say? And then they just go and fucking hit you. You can't talk shit. You can't be rude like that, especially moms and shit. It was a little bit, you can't do that shit. So these people are not used to that type, that type. They're not used to getting their ass kicked. They were just snotty ass fucking kids that got by in high school. Are probably smart, went to college and wanted to be your fucking reporter and an executive producer and all that, which is fucking stressful as shit in a type of way. But it's just, that's all it is. They don't experience, just chilling and being social with different people of different culture, I guess. And relating and being, and understanding. Like, it was just weird. It was just, everybody was just, they just didn't understand. It was fucking, everybody was too politically correct, always wanted to argue. It was just, there was some nice people, don't get me wrong. The only thing, the nicest people are like, there's always that one girl anchor out of all of them that's actually the nicest. And then most of like the technical people, studio and all that shit are nice ass people. Are pretty chilling to hang out with. But anybody else, it's just like everybody's just got a fucking thumb in their ass. It's weird. Nobody wants to help out each other in that place. Nobody. As much as they say, oh, this is teamwork. You gotta earn your trust and shit's like, oh, fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself hard, man. Like, don't give me that fucking bullshit. But yeah, so I joined that. I mean, the person that hired me wasn't my boss, but he was the guy that hired me. I didn't really have a boss. I was supposed to, but I would just kind of go to him, and he wasn't even my boss. Well, he was the director. He just hired me, but he says that he's not really my boss. I have another boss, but I never met my other boss, so I just kind of referred to him, be like, hey, Richard, what do y'all, what's going on? What you got for me today, or something, or whatever. So that was cool. So that got my foot in the door because when it was time, when I finally saved up and it was time to make that big move at the age of 21 actually. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to move. Move to Austin. And I roommated and I got the job. Look, I was able to get it transferred from the warehouse at Fast-Serve to the warehouse in Austin. And which was fine. It was enough to cover me for a couple of months there. I didn't really have a plan. I was just like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of living with my parents and all that. I want to fucking explore and see if I can do any networking with some filmmaking and all that. Maybe if somebody wants to collaborate. I have a lot of ideas. Just need people to help. End up buying equipment and shit like that, camera equipment and all that stuff. I mean, I was already used to making short videos, and I was roommating with a friend who he had helped me out before on those short films and shit like that. So it wasn't too bad. It was a good experience. It was stressful, but I ended up getting transferred to the warehouse over there. Worked over there, like I said, and eventually within a month, I applied for a position at KView as a photographer, which I didn't know shit about. You'd think I want to be a film director, and all this, a filmmaker, and I have cameras and all this, but I just they didn't. I don't know what the fuck. I was more like a fucking. I could be a director, I guess. I knew what I want. I knew how to direct people and be like, all right, I want this framed and this framed and all that. I just didn't really know about cameras and setting up, but I knew that what I wanted and how I wanted it. So it's a very weird approach. It's like I know, but I don't. Even though I know about the framing and what I want and how I want it to look, and like, okay, it's framed on here, this. We just need to change some lighting. I don't know how to work the fucking camera to change the lighting, but I know the lighting and all this needs to be changed, so I just get somebody that knows how and all this bullshit, you know. But, yeah, so that happened, and of course, the whole fucking stress of Oosteenies. Alright, guys, hold on real quick, because I'm 40 minutes deep into this motherfucker. I'm trying to keep this podcast at about an hour. So, and I think it is time for me to hit a weed bowl. So bear with me, I'm going to pause this real quick. Alright, and I am back. Whew. I'm actually almost out of fucking weed. I got enough for like 2 bowls, maybe. Damn it. I need to get some more. Yeah, man. So I did a whole year in Austin. Nothing worked out. I did struggle. I quit my job, the news station job there. There was a lot that fucking happened, but I'm already over 41 minutes, so I don't want to. I'll touch in on details, but I'm sorry to bore you with my fucking life. Just trying to bullshit some bullshit, you know. It's actually. The fuck? It is, yeah. Oh, I didn't say the date. It's Wednesday, the 14th December of 2016. So, damn, I gotta mark this as my first official podcast, which is actually a test. I'm just getting into this, so sorry. I'm still new to this. It's not like I'm a professional. I don't even have ads, but. I can make up a fake ad. Is that possible? Can't get anybody could fucking take it. I doubt anybody is really gonna listen to this unless I blow up big. I hope so. I really hope so. Not the big, but just y'all. I get viewers, you know, or listeners. My bad. I don't. You know what? I'm so fucking cheap, and which I mean, it makes sense and all that. But you know, I gotta find a way to figure out. I gotta broadcast this shit somewhere. And right now, for those that are listening, this is probably gonna play out more like a video, because I'm just gonna put this shit on YouTube. I can't even. I'm so fucking broke. I can't fucking afford all those damn extra unlimited minutes on SoundCloud and iTunes. And that's the biggest thing for, you know, or one of those, or both of those. Is part of the thing of, you know, uploading your podcast, you know, like one of those yeah, the go-tos is what I'm saying, the go-to, but for right now, I'm just gonna have to upload this thing on YouTube, which is fine, you know. I'm gonna try and give this a shot. There's a lot that I want to do right now, so I mean, a lot that I would like to do in the future, so I do want to get this thing started. This is fun. It's not bad. Me to just come out here and just bullshit a little bit. I'm glad that if y'all are listening, that y'all are, you know, y'all get a sense of how I am. You know, this is who I am. This is how I talk. This is how I talk. This is how I fucking talk. God, I'm fucking pathetic. I don't mean to be harsh on myself. But yeah, so now I'm back here in Corpus, and I'm currently here living with my parents, and it's not bad, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, yeah, I think I was just so fucking selfish, and I just wanted that, you know, just, I kind of mistreated, you know, the people, and just had this selfish thing of like, I gotta get out of here, but I gotta leave everything behind, you know. But I will say though, weed, since I started smoking it, it's my senior year and all that, it has mellowed me out, because I used to be a little bit of, you know, I had some anger issues. I'm not gonna lie, some anger issues, and I have patience at the same time, because my dad, you tell him shit, boom, he wants to fight you. He just not what he doesn't have the wit to like tell you something or be like, what did you say, or shut up. It's just like he just understands. You said something negative to him and it's like, I gotta fight you, because he came from a small town of Gregory, Portland, just 30 minutes outside of Corpus Christi. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, so there wasn't a lot back then. My dad was born like in 1962, so it was just there wasn't much. They didn't have what we have, so all there was to do was just fucking fights. Just walk the streets, fight, and try and get some ass from some hottie girls. But so yeah, that's how my dad operates. My mom is like more of a passive aggressive in a way, and very fucking patient. And I think I have both of those. I could just be fucking like, it's one of those where like for instance, my dad goes into a store, can't find the item, gets upset, I'm out of here. My mom's just like, nah, I think I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna look until I find that item that you were looking for. My dad's like, I don't, this just doesn't have the patience for that, but my mom does, and I have both of that because I could be in the store. It's like I have both of them. That personality where I could be in the store and just be like angry, like, I can't find it, but I will still be there looking for it. Would still continue to be angry while I'm doing it. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking stupid. It's one of those, I don't know. Maybe that's like Tourette. No, I don't really have Tourette's. I'm not spazzing out, but I'm over exaggerating the thing, obviously, but I'm just saying. But yeah, so it's pretty crazy. Geez, but yeah, weed has mellowed me out a lot on it to where now it's not that bad. I'm pretty chilling about it. I've learned to just appreciate, life in general. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to be hippie-ish about it, but I'm saying it has opened up my mind. It has allowed me. I think it just kind of makes you a little bit more vulnerable, and you kind of you ease off. And I'm not saying like feminine or anything. You get a little bit more vulnerable. You get a little just. It's like when you see a fucking cute dog, you just melt. It's just kind of like you just kind of have that soft spot now of just appreciating things and just wanting to just be happy, just surround yourself with happy people, and also be happy, just treat others the way you want to be treated, and yeah, and it's not always going to work. There's obviously dickholes and shit like that out there that are just assholes, but dickholes out there that are just assholes. That's funny. So yeah, so it is fucking, you just can't avoid it, but I try and just be chill. I think my parents kind of don't understand. They're still kind of a little bit like, not on the weed side, but even though my dad smokes it or used to smoke it, kind of, I don't even know if he does. Yeah, I think every now and then he'll spark one up, but it'll be by himself. The only time he smoked with me is like when he would visit me in Austin, but other than that. But they just, yeah, so they're kind of, it's still a little weird for them, just to see me smoke, as it is for me when I first saw my dad smoke. I was just like, what the fuck, this is weird. When I smoked with my dad, I was like, damn it. But I haven't smoked with him here since I moved back and all that. So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So, that's what I've learned to do, and weed has helped me out a lot. I understand things now. I've become a lot more of a nice person. Anybody I meet, I just, which I guess maybe it's almost like kind of come off a little too nice. Like if I'm faking it, hey, this guy's just trying to, like he's fake. You can tell, but I don't, and if I do, I don't mean to. It's just, I've always been that way, I remember getting into a fight 5th grade, and I was just so nice about it. I was just, even though I fucking busted that dude's nose, I was just kind of like, I don't want to fight, and just kind of giggling and all like shy and shit because I was put on the spot. Even though I was a rough kid, I was in football, I just was very like still shy around other kids. It was just very weird. Other kids were just mean. They just put you down. So that's the way it kind of was. And I didn't want to show off that I was mean in front of them, because then they would I didn't want to come off like a fucking beast, because I was a pretty chubby fucking kid in City League football and all this bullshit. So, I could probably take on these little ghetto kids that try to act ghetto, and it's weird. We were in 5th grade, but yeah, I've always just kind of been nice about everything. And I remember I got into that fight with one of them. His name was Christian. He grabbed my shirt as soon as it started. It was like 10 seconds. They used to call it 10 seconds. He punched me. He grabbed a hold of my shirt real quick. It was so quick though, and punched me 3 times or twice on the side of my head. And he knocked my glasses off. And I remember just not being mad or anything. I kind of giggled and laughed, and I was just like, I guess that was my interpretation of like my fear and anxiety or whatever was coming out through sheer laughter, or through sheer just like trying to like smile about everything, which is weird. It kind of comes off like Jokerish. I already have a laugh that's insane. It's kind of like the Joker, but it's so weird. It was like it just didn't. I somehow like was not sad about it, even though people like I just didn't. It was like I forgave them. It was like I just had a heart. But still, as soon as he did that, he knocked my glasses off. The other dude, there was a dude that the people that were standing there. One of them picked up my glasses and gave it to me, and I threw them on real quick. And I just remember just like, I guess my fucking young karate instincts, which I only went up to fucking green belt, which was like the 4th belt. Fucking stupid. Well, because I got out, because I joined football. It wasn't working for me, like I said before. And I just fucking threw like just the ultimate punch. And it didn't even feel like I wasn't really doing it, but I guess I just wasn't like, I didn't know my own strength, and I just busted this guy's nose. He went to the fucking, he turned around to the side of the portable and just like bursted out blood just all over the portable, all over his shirt. He was a bleeder, and he just kept bleeding from his nose, and it looked like a horror movie because like it was just so much blood where it was just like unnatural. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do? And everybody was freaking out and was like looking at me like I was the bad guy. Like, what the fuck, Roy? I was like, I'm sorry, y'all the ones that cornered me. Like, it was just y'all the ones that like made me fight this guy. Like, I didn't want to fight him. Like, everybody, you know how it is. Everybody, it's just like kids just kind of point out like, you know what, Roy, do you fight? And like, no. And they're just like, I think I can take you. I think you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight me. And then their friends are like, yeah, dude, after school, yeah, I think you should fight him. And then it goes around, and it's just like, what the fuck? I didn't agree to this. This was not part of my plan. All right, my plan was to want to make friends and entertain, maybe. Try to get used to fucking talking to some girls and shit. Hey, let's joke about some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Dragon Ball Z Yu-Gi-Oh! We had Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. It's a card game. And Dragon Ball Z and anime show. Just bullshit. Spider-Man, whatever. Fucking pussy. I don't care. Looking at, porno, your brother's porno. Just something. But none of that. It was just fucking insult. I don't know. It was crazy. But yeah, so anyways, besides all that bullshit, yeah, I just learned to kind of appreciate things. And I remember just smoking. I had just having the insane trip, because it was so new to me. And I'm glad that I started senior year, because it just made my senior year. It's like I hit puberty in like times 10. You know what I mean? And it wasn't that. It was just, we just enhanced my mind. It took the thumb out of my ass, and it just helped me like appreciate it. It was like, because it kind of like, it just makes you wonder. It just makes you kind of like, you're kind of just there in the days, just looking and tripping like, wow, and it's almost like as if you're young again. Like when you're a kid and everything just felt like astonishment, like, wow, that's cool and all that. I remember I used to think that my childhood was like the best when I was little. It just felt like everything was affordable. We could throw events all the time. I'm not even a rich kid or anything. I'm way fucking middle class, maybe. It's hard. But it just, we still got through it, and then things started getting expensive. Things just changed. God, oh man. I was a 90s kid, and in the 2000s, God, shit went to shit. And everybody knows why. You know, years were tough in the 2000s. but 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 yeah. So it enhanced. Yeah, it was a trip, man. And then especially after high school, and I guess anybody that deals with, I guess, the depression, or just like, oh, I'm graduating, this is it, or I graduated, life is hitting. It's like college and job. That's what it's all about. And it's just kind of like it is. So weed did help me stress, because in that summer when I graduated, I just, it was a depressed year, but it was such a weird, the weed, and just I was in like another fucking realm, another mindset, and it just, I started just tripping. It was, and looking at fucking everything around me and being like, wow, like everything is peaceful, everything is nice, and it gives you time to think. It's like it enhances your thinking. You start thinking about things and what you can do, which is another good thing too, because it helped me think a lot. I thought of a lot of good, I mean, of shit. Not literal shit, but just, I started planning out my priorities a little better and what I should do. And, it was pretty good. It was pretty crazy. And, um, but yeah, and the music, oh God, I grew up with fucking pretty much, I mean, not grew up, but Katie Cudi was my shit, dude. Kid fucking Cudi is one of the greatest. His early shit. His new shit now, yeah, you can tell he's going through some shit. I compliment him though. It's instrumental, his shit. He's trying to go for something. But I mean, his first two, Man on the Moon 2. Oh God, man, dude, my senior year, and it's so weird because I guess me tripping, you smoking that year, and listening to his songs, it really puts you in another realm, and you just think different. You see everybody different, and it kind of enhances, because you kind of just like, you just, it's like you're in a happy place. You're just, especially that it's so weird. It's like falling in love with everything. I don't know. I'm not trying to be hippie-ish, but I understand it though, and I know what it does, and I wish, you don't have to smoke a lot, but I wish, and some people that try it, don't have that experience the first time. They trip out because they're not used to, to that, it, being fucking crazy and trippy, to tripping basically. It's a different experience for them. They've probably been straight edge and shit like that, but no, first time I did it, dude, I loved it. Trip balls. Perfect. Got me in, had the giggles, laughed my ass off. I was like, I'm in. Wasn't faking it. I was like, I guess maybe it just, I had asthma. I used to have asthma and all that. So I don't know if it affected me because of that. I don't, maybe that not. Maybe I'm just bullshitting out of my asshole. But yeah, so it was really fucking, I mean, I had a good time. I had a good time. It was with the friends. Went to their house. Their parents were out of town. Perfect, man. Boom. Parents out of town, and you have a fucking eighth. Or I think wasn't even a fucking eighth, because they went in. It was a fucking half an ounce. And I was just, and we smoked that shit. Went to HEB before. Got a shit. I remember buying just the HEB, the three triple fucking chocolate chip muffins. Oh God, dude, it went ham that night. Damn, cookies, everything. We munched, we feasted. We didn't have a bong. We had to make one out of a fucking orange juice container and shit, and a bunch of old. Well, he had like an old bowl for a bong that he used to have, and we used that and MacGyvered it and came up with this shit and got fucking stand. It's fucking crazy. It was pretty chillin', actually. Pretty a chillionis. I don't know, I'm being weird. But yeah, so yeah, dude, it was, oh man, I wish I could elaborate more. How long, how much time am I into this? Alright, 59 minutes. I'm gonna make this an hour, guys. So Thank you for if you were anybody that was listening. I really appreciate you sticking around and listening to my fucking bullshit. I know I tend to ramble on. It's like I have run-on sentences. That's what my fucking vocabulary. That's what my life is. I'm run-on sentences. That's what my life is, and I'm just trying to figure out if people can at least just accept that. Not change me, because I'm already trying to change me and do better. But don't change me, just accept it. That way, eternally, I can try and change, and one day I'll surprise you, and you'll be like, wow, I already accepted Roy, but you know what? He made an even bigger change where now it makes me like this motherfucker. I don't know. I'm just rambling on. I'm sorry about that. But yes, thank you again for listening. Remember, this is Inda-Room. I am Roy Hinojosa. Hinojosa. And I thank you for listening. I'm gonna try and do this every day. I'm gonna try and spurt out at least an hour for y'all. The weekly, basically like a weekly, not even a weekly, an everyday podcast. Why? Because you know what? I have the time. All right. It's sad. I'm working. I'm working while I'm trying. I'm working, but I do have the time because I'm not doing anything else. I'm living with my fucking parents. I didn't need to bring that up again. Well, I don't give a fuck. You know what? Like that. You know what? I'm doing it. Okay. I'm helping out my family. You know what? One day, you know what? I'm gonna have your mom and dad. Okay. You're gonna miss them. All right. Take advantage. All right. Be there, folks. Love your mom and dad. But yeah, thank y'all for listening, and I will see y'all again.